Good morning, and thank you guys so much for joining us on our first episode of Touge Showdown. Today we have Jonathan with his rear-wheel drive, mid-engine, British sophistication, and then we have William over here with the ultimate JDM supercar killer tuner, repping for us Honda boys. And today we're going to figure out which car is king. We couldn't have picked two more different cars than the ones we have here. We're really excited to see what happens, and I've heard only great things about these Lotuses, and I've also heard that these things can take care of supercars on the track, so I'm curious to see how it handles on the Touge. With that being said, William, tell us a little bit about the Civic Type R you got here, and just tell us what's going on with it, where you plan on going with it.
Okay, this is a 2020 Civic Type R. I am going to do a full spoon build, so it's going to be suspension, aerodynamics. Power will be probably about mid 400s, which is more than enough for this car.
Absolutely.
But you know, aero and suspension is number one.
How long have you had it so far?
I've had it since May 2020. So it's one of the earlier 2020 models.
Nice.
And you know, they also made a few of them. So.
Have you had a chance to bring them out in the mountains before, or is this kind of like one of your first times?
No, this is my first time.
Perfect.
First time, yeah.
So proving grounds today for the Civic Type R. It's going to be really interesting to see how it handles. I know William here knows how to handle a wheel, so we'll see how that goes. In comparison, of course, Jonathan's got this 2020 Evora GT. Tell us a little bit about this car and yourself.
Well, this is a 2020 Evora GT, bone stock except for the lights. I bought this in February and it's been my daily driver ever since. And I have actually been up in the mountains a couple times and I feel confident about this Touge.
Patrick's told me a few times, he said he drove in a lease and that these cars are really just like uncomparable in any aspect. If you're spinning it out, you're driving it wrong, pretty much is the way they describe it. From what I understand, their balance is superb. They're lightweight, driver focused, and really just oriented to kind of carve through the road. But in that same aspect, so is the Civic Type R we have sitting over here on the left side. So it's really going to be interesting to see what takes the cake, either the rear-wheel drive mid-engine supercar or the ultimate front-wheel drive Honda time attack, mountain killing, I'm a little biased if you can't tell, Civic Type R. So we're really excited to get things started. The way this is going to work is we're going to do a lead follow scenario. The drivers are going to have point A and point B. Right now we're at the top of the Touge. There's a turnaround point at the bottom. It's single lane the whole way down. Passing is completely prohibited. Crossing over the yellow line is completely prohibited. With that being said, we're going to do a couple warm-up laps to make sure the drivers are aware of their surroundings to keep it safe, but we also want to make sure they have the same advantage. Right now it's a little dark. We're going to go ahead and all do some warm-up laps, get heat in the tires, but sooner rather than later, when the sun starts to rise, we're going to begin some Touge runs and see which car is king. Everybody, so we just finished some practice runs on the Touge, and right now Jonathan to my left, William to the right, we are going to go ahead and decide the lead follow order. Now, to keep things fair, we're going to do rock paper scissors at first to figure out who calls heads or tails. So gentlemen, please come forward. You're going to go on shoot. I'll say rock paper scissors and then you go on shoot. Okay. All right, single death match. Rock paper scissors shoot.
Yes.
All right. So with that, Jonathan, heads or tails?
Tails.
Okay, we got our guest appearance, Mr. ATL Squid.
Hello, everybody.
We got the coin here. We're gonna go ahead and do the coin toss. Go ahead.
Y'all ready for this? You ready? Ready. Heads. Oh!
Okay, you get to choose the order. So what you'll be choosing is who does their practice lap first. It'll be a solo practice lap, so the other guy can't give you pressure. And then, of course, it'll also be the order that you begin the lead follow race. So, how would you like to begin?
I'll have JP go first.
Oh, what a gentleman. Oh. Honda guys, pure gentlemen. Remember that, ladies, they got a Honda, they'll take care of you. Remember that. Remember that.
Round one.
Gotcha. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready.
Ready. can't even breathe. I held my breath. Holy shit!
Round 2.
All right, that was an amazing run. I would like to just say thank you to both drivers for participating in our first event as far as the Speedgate Touge Showdown. It's been a very special event. We've done a lot of learning today, and I hope you guys enjoyed the view as well. Now, to wrap things up, we'll go ahead and go over the results. So the first run was good, but Williams' front tires here skipped more than a rock across a pond.
Yes, sir.
And the gap was just immeasurable. So definitely needed a rerun there. That's why you saw 2 runs. The second run, what I did, as you saw on the camera, is I had them do a 25 roll until I gave them the thumbs up for the all clear, and then they could get on it. This way they had some traction. I still think the weather had a lot to do with the results we saw today. Perhaps if these tires were a bit warmer, maybe we would have seen something different, but there's always time for a rematch. With that being said, Jonathan, tell us what happened, man. How did you end up staying the gap up front? Like, tell us.
had a lot of fun. And I've just noticed the car just kept gripping on any speed I gave it. There was one when it got upset with all those undulations. That was the only time I was like worried.
So maybe the elevation changes, the quick elevation.
It didn't like it when I was going too fast on
too
those.
bumpy.
But it did grip on all the hairpins, no problem. I don't know if you can see in the video, I was having a blast.
That's good.
You
That's
know?
what we care about, is safety and fun.
Yes.
So with that, where do you think you have room for improvement?
I need better tires. If
Better
I had
tires.
the Cup 2s where the car came with, I think I would actually be even slightly faster by like 10 to 15 miles an hour.
You got grass sticking to your tire
These
right
grass
now. So-
are death
Oh,
traps.
the grass is sticky. Okay, that's
The-
right.
The grass is sticky.
All right. Well, thank you, man. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Congratulations
Thank
on the
you.
first win. But there'll always be time for a rematch.
Oh, yeah.
William, tell us a bit about what happened out there today.
So as you can see from the videos, I had almost zero traction because the tires were cold. Indy 500s are not good in cold weather. If I had AO52s or if I had a
Sunnier day, maybe. Or-
sunnier day, 80 degrees out,
Yeah.
you know,
Hot tarmac.
I had no issues with the change in elevation.
Suspension's good.
Yeah, so the car did prone to understeer because there's not enough grip in turns. I corrected it a few times, but still it was not enough for it. But definitely rematch in the spring.
Yeah,
You
that'd
know?
be great. That'd be
Definitely.
great. So you guys will have to tune into that one. As far as room for improvement, do you think you have any room for improvement on the car, yourself? What do you think?
So since it's a Touge run, we don't really need too much power. It's all up on suspension and grip. So, you know, sway bars, rigid collar, stiff plate, front and rear should be more than enough for a Touge run. Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Well, guys, once again, you did a tremendous job. Today in the first episode, we had the blue rear-wheel drive British sophisticated mid-engine supercar versus the ultimate Civic Type R JDM tuner, the supercar killer. And I think, like you were both saying, if maybe the tire situation was different on both ends, perhaps we would have seen a closer, if not different, results in the race.
Like example, on the straights, he was very close to me. You know, it only gapped when
Zoom
it
out
came to grip.
VTEC. Zoom out
Yeah,
VTEC.
that VTEC works.
Zoom out VTEC. But I mean, you've got the supercharged V6,
V6.
and that's pushing what?
It's only 416 horsepower.
To the crank?
Yep. And
Not
it's
bad.
only 312 pounds of torque. Can you believe that?
That's not
it.
bad. What are the numbers on the Civic right now?
To the crank right now, it's pushing around 365 to the
Wow,
crank.
that's impressive.
And torque-wise, I'd say probably around 360 as well.
Jeez, that's linear, man.
yeah.
That's exactly what you want for
Yeah.
something like this.
Yeah.
Well, you guys did a fantastic job. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And once again, thank you to our friend ATL Squid for coming out. Everybody's welcome to. We're doing invite only at first just to keep things a bit low key and make sure that things go well. But until next time, we'll see you on the tailgate.